I know you guys couldn't stay away from some Total War League action. Yo, what is up, you sexy ass motherfuckers? Welcome back to yet another group stage Total War League battle. This one is going to be Raven Revolution on the defense versus Big Blaz on the attack. And when I say this battle is truly incredible, I mean it. It comes down to the wire, a true balancing act indeed, and I have not been this hyped in a long time. Guys, make sure you grab something to drink, something to eat, go jerk off a quick one, call your grandmother and tell her that you love her, preferably not while you're jerking off a quick one. Do whatever you guys gotta do. If you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys love this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the army compositions. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now that our little introduction is done, let's go ahead and go over the army compositions in today's battle. So we've got Big Blaz on the attack. They are going to be playing as Bactria and Gate. Looking over at Bactria, we've got some Thorax Swordsmen, 2 units of Thorax Swordsmen so far, some Bactria and Hillmen. We've got some Thoreo Spears over here, some more Hillmen, as many Thorax Swordsmen as they can possibly bring. We've also got some Persian Light Archers. We've got 4 units of Persian Light Archers, favoring the Light Archers instead of the Cretan Archers, or the Syrians. I don't remember which ones they have. Either way, favoring the cheaper archers so that way they can bring more Thoreo spears and more infantry in this battle, and then also having a unit of the Bactrian Royal Cavalry. These guys are stunning! Man, they always make the general units look just absolutely gorgeous, and I love it, I love it, I love it. Looking over at Gate. Oh, and then of course we've got a Greek giant ballista firing away at the defenses of this settlement as well. And this is the first time in Total War League Siege history, or at least in the battles that I have personally seen, that I have seen a team attack over on this side of the settlement instead of attacking either over there or all the way back there. Very interesting. I'm actually really excited to be able to see this. A little bit different. Looking over at the next attacking faction, we've got Gate bringing some Noble Swords, Mercenary Axe Warriors. Looks like we've got 4 units of Mercenary Axe Warriors, Mercenary Ass Warriors. Now, they're actually pretty good. As many Noble Swords as they can possibly bring. A few Spear Warriors, a Noble Sword General looking absolutely stunning, ready to kick some absolute ass. We've also got some Dacian Heavy Bowmen here in the back. And then we've got 3 units of Dacian Heavies and 1 unit of Dacian regular bowman, but not bringing a mobile scorpion, it looks like, which is definitely something that you don't see too often. Hopefully having the extra infantry or the extra slot pays out for him. Looking over at the defending faction, we've got a defending Sparta. Now, this is something you don't see too often. I know a lot of people correlate Sparta with Defenders because of the fact that Sparta, the movie 300, Sparta defended in the past, blah, blah, blah. Great movie, but blah, 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 yada, yada. But in this battle, Sparta is going to be on the defense. We've got Spartan hoplites galore. We've got 3 Spartan hoplites here on the front line, some more Spartan hoplites down behind. We've got some Royal Spartan generals, some more Spartan hoplites, some more Royal Spartans. So it looks like they're going to be bringing 3 units of Royal Spartans, Spartan Hoplites, and then it looks like we're going to have some Cretans, some Puriakai Peltas. What is this? We've got a Gorgos Skirmisher. So 2 Cretans, 1 Peltas, Gorgos Skirmisher. Is that what we're looking at? No, 3 Cretans, a Gorgos, and a Peltas unit. Great to see. Hopefully Sparta will be able to do a lot of damage and hold the line for quite some time. Looking over the next faction, we have got Nervii. Last but certainly not least, we've got Nervii bringing some Celtic Warriors. We've got, I see, what, 5 units of Celtic Warriors here on the front line, 6 units of Celtic Warriors so far. We've got some Gallic Hunters as well, the Disappearing Act Archers, able to duck back and forth, weave, duck and weave, being able to continue to disappear and just wreak havoc upon your opponent's archers without them being able to fire back on you. We've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units of Oathsworn, 1 unit of Fierce Swords, and a Naked Sword. So really trying to bring the elites in today's battle. They should be able to do a lot of damage as long as they don't get focused down by archer fire. I would say that the defenders might have the advantage as far as archers simply because they have the Cretans, but don't underestimate the Persian Lights. They may not be able to take a beating, but they can definitely give a beating. Looking over, we've got our first engagement here. We got a unit of Celtic Warriors that charged out to be able to engage with a unit of Spear Warriors. They are going to go ahead and fall back and allow the Spartan Hoplites to charge out with them to be able to hold the line as they are surrounded. They are just trying to keep these Spear Warriors from being able to burn down the towers, keep the towers firing. That is their goal. Attackers doing a really smart move, opening up the side for some Pila capabilities, trying to move up their Hillmen, and some units of Axe Warriors to be able to start throwing some Pila capability down upon the faces, the arms, the chest, the legs, wherever they can hit upon their enemy. But the Hoplites are going to go ahead and fall back without having taken any losses yet, but with 11 kills. Well done from Sparta. Over here, they are successfully burning down the tower slowly but surely. We've got 73% fire damage. Don't stop now, because it is not done. You need to start throwing the torches of destiny upon those towers and keeping them from being able to do too much damage. And that Pila, oh, those Spear Warriors are just getting demolished by Pila and tower capabilities. 96%. A great move by the attackers, getting rid of those towers early on to make sure that they do not cause nearly as much death and devastation in today's battle. The Celtic Warriors are trying to do whatever they can to be able to try and stop these guys from burning down the towers with their Pila capability, but to no avail. Unless they send out another unit to be able to stall them for a little longer, it looks like both of these towers are going to meet their ultimate demise. But these Spear Warriors have taken a beating. 92 out of 160 men remaining, 3 kills so far. That Pila has done some work. 62 kills, 140 men remaining on these Celtic Warriors, doing a great job of just trying to get as many kills as possible. Spear Warriors taking their sweet time to be able to burn down this tower, allowing the tower to keep on firing at these troops and dealing damage, weakening their overall HP, and killing one man at a time with those arrows, pointy sticks of fiery justice. It looks like the attackers had utilized their artillery to be able to open up a gap in this wall, and now, ooh, run, Galax, run! You're taking so much fire! Get out of there, boys! 115 out of 120, run, baby, run! Oh no, the Galax, no, don't run them back, just have them go this way. Go, go, go. They are taking a beating. 85 out of 120 men remaining. These guys are like marshmallows. I mean, one singular touch to them and their entire formation is crumbling. These guys are just getting demolished, and yes, now they're finally going to get back, but they definitely took some heavy losses there against those opponents' archers. It looks like Bactria is going to be the first one to engage inside of the actual settlement. We have a unit of mercenary axe warriors moving up to be able to throw their Pila, to be able to start trying to weaken these Spartan hoplites, try and get as many kills as they possibly can. Now that the Pila has been thrown, the Celtic warriors are going to go ahead and charge right into the axe warriors. The axe warriors are going to charge back and utilize that charge bonus that they have and just try and wipe these Celtic warriors from existence. But this tower is still alive with only 53% fire damage. It's going to continue to wreak havoc upon their opponents unless these spear warriors can take them out. Now we've got these archers successfully firing upon the Gallic Hunters and doing a ton of damage. The Gallic Hunters with only 7 kills so far, firing upon some Dacian heavy bowmen, but they gotta be careful. They are taking a beating. Over on this side, the Bactrian Hillmen are starting to break. We got one unit of Hillmen that have broken but not shattered. They are going to go ahead and come back from the battlefield, but they're going to retreat for now. Celtic Warriors doing a great job of just mowing these guys down, trying to get some kills. A great move by the attackers. The defenders retreating their troops, showing their back and their sword side for just a moment, and now the archers are going to be able to get some good kills. So far, these archers have 10 kills, 7 kills, 14 kills, doing a great job of just trying to weaken these troops as much as possible. Over here, the archers are trying to fire at the Gallic Hunters, but the Gallic Hunters are going to duck and weave, move back and forth, and just try to dodge as much archer ammo as they possibly can. And they are certainly doing that, forcing Gate to be able to waste a ton of their ammo. Now, they are landing some of their shots, but they are definitely not landing as many shots as they should. And these archers are just ducking and weaving, doing a fantastic job. 94 out of 120, making them waste so much ammo on these archers. And these Dacian heavy bowmen just do not know what to do. They just have to fire in their general direction and hope that they hit their target. But these guys are like snakes. They are just moving so well and wasting so much of the archer ammo over there. 92 out of 120 men remaining. And since all their troops have to do right now is just sit back, relax, and hold the line, they can just sit here and focus their camera on this archer unit and move back and forth. So it's definitely a strategy. Definitely a strategy. Now we got some Cretan archers moving back up to be able to try and help support in this area. The archers are going to go ahead and fire back at the Dacian heavy bows, trying to take them out, do as much damage as they possibly can. The heavy bows have given up on trying to fire into these Gallic hunters because they are just too quick for them to be able to deal with them too much. We got the Cretan archers starting to focus fire on the Dacian bowman that is moving up towards the gate. This tower is still alive, still getting kills on these spear warriors. We got a unit of Gallic hunters moving up onto the wall to be able to start loosing arrows upon those that wish to engage with them. And between the Cretan archers and the Gallic hunters, they should be able to win this battle with relative ease. But they do have to be careful. They are outnumbered on the archer front. If those Dacian bowmen and heavy bowmen really start to focus their fire, they should be able to get a lot of kills. And we've got even more men dying as they retreat and get to safety, trying to plan out their plan of attack. And figure out exactly where they need to position themselves to get the best shot on their opponents. Over on this side, the Mercenary Axe Warriors over here with 58 kills, doing some good damage against the Celtic Warriors with 109 kills, now swapping out with the Spartan Hoplites, just trying to do as much work as possible. Spartan Hoplites are in a type of column formation, back to back, side to side, brothers in arms. They will not break for a long time unless they get some archers over on this side to be able to get some spear side shots. Some great flanking fire with the archers. The Mercenary Axe Warriors are showing their asses. A great strategy indeed, but they are showing their asses to the archer fire and taking a lot of damage from the nearby archers. They are going to go ahead and turn around, but not without having taken a little bit of losses there initially. And great job by the defenders, just moving back and forth continuously. Oh, you just saw so many men be flipped over their shields. That was beautiful, but they're going to continue to cycle charge over on this side and get those charge bonuses off and do as much damage as they possibly can. Over on the other side, these Spartan Hoplites are still holding with 108 kills so far. These Thorax Swordsmen are taking a beating. It is sword side shots. Luckily for them, it's shield side. Or I'm sorry, not sword side shots. Luckily for the attackers, it is shield side, so they're not going to take as much damage. But having your swordsmen get killed by ranged fire at all is always a sad sight to see if it's against your own troops. Now we've got some more troops landing on the walls. We've got a Thorax Swordsman coming around. The Celtic Warriors are going to have to quickly turn around and charge into these Thorax Swordsmen before it is too late, because they may be able to get around the flank of these Hoplites and really start to do a lot of damage. We got another unit of Spartan Hoplites coming in to be able to plug the gap. They're going to go ahead and fall back and let the Celtic Warriors do the dirty work for them. But we've got lots of troops starting to come around the flank and start to land on the walls, trying to spread out the defenders as much as they possibly can, so that way they can't just focus down on one side of the battlefield. These Cretan archers are taking a beating from those archers. 93 out of 120 men remaining. These Gallic hunters really need to start putting the fire into these Dacian heavy bowmen to be able to support their troops, because these Cretans are not going to be able to win this battle. They are going to go ahead and fall back, just knowing that they are taking a huge beating, and now it's up to the Gallic hunters to start putting in the work against their opponents and trying to get as many kills as possible. 76, 75 out of 120 men remaining. One unit of archers is retreating, and the Gallic hunters should start firing over at yet another unit of archers. These Gallic hunters are taking a beating, though. They may be utilizing the wall defenses to the best of their ability to try and protect themselves, but they are still taking a lot of damage. They are extremely spread out, which is great, but they are going to take a lot of damage from these archers and ultimately fall. So unless they're just trying to use them as a sacrificial lamb, I would highly recommend that they get them the hell out of dodge. But now the Gallic hunters are going to start firing back at the Dacian bowmen. But yeah, we've got a lot of archer ammo going into these Gallic hunters and just doing a huge, huge number on those troops. But the Dacian bowmen are strong warriors, and they're going to continue to try and fire and have their aim strike true into the hearts of their opponents, even whenever their brothers in arms are dying one by one, slowly but surely, right next to them. Ouch! Gallic Hunters with 69 giggity out of 120 men remaining, 17 kills so far. We got to get these other Gallic Hunters into the fray and start getting them to fire. But it looks like they're going to do these little snake strategy and keep on moving back and forth, trying to dodge as much ammo as they possibly can. Over on the front line, it looks like Bactria has landed more and more troops. We got another unit of Bactria and Hillman over here on the flank. We got Archer Fire starting to go into the Persian Lights, just trying to do some damage to them, trying to force them to retreat and making sure that they can't get any angles. We got a unit of Celtic Warriors. It looks like Bactria has pushed in just a little bit, pushed back those Spartan Hoplites a smidge. I don't know if they were able to break them. No, this Spartan Hoplite is still alive. Celtic Warriors in the fray trying to engage with the Thorax Swordsman. They're going to fall back through the Spartan Hoplites and try and get out of there. Gallic Hunters still playing the sneaky snake and moving back and forth, side to side, back and forth, trying to dodge as much ammo as possible and force their opponents to waste as much of their ammo as possible. Really cheeky moves by the defenders. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, it's a part of the game. It is a competitive tournament, so, and I don't believe that it's against the rules, but it is a little bit cheesy to keep moving back and forth like that and trying to force your opponent's archers to waste their ammo instead of just falling back and looking for a better position. Again, it's a part of the game. There's no rule that says you can't do it, but it is a little bit cheesy. Over on this side, we got the Celtic Warriors successfully breaking this unit of Bactria and Hillman with the support of these Spartan Hoplites. We got another unit of Spartan Hoplites holding the line against the unit of Thorax Swordsman. 110 out of 160 men remaining, 93 kills so far. And over here, the Mercenary Axe Warriors are continuously trying to chop down their opponents. This unit of Celtic Warriors with 171 kills, 46 men remaining, doing a fantastic job. But it looks like the attackers are starting to win the archer fight slowly but surely, piece by piece. Oh, that was a beautiful artillery shot going right into that general. Getting some kills, burning a few troops over here. If they can kill that general, that would be huge. 138 out of 160 men remaining. Well done. Really causing the hurt, putting down the hurt against those forces. And those Gorgo skirmishers are still hidden. The attackers do not know that they are there, biding their time, awaiting their moment of glory. So we'll see. Whenever they get activated, though, the more that Bactria spreads out over this way, the sooner these guys will be able to activate and start getting even more kills, because they'll be able to start shooting at the flank of any troops that lands by this tower. So we'll see. It really depends on how far they really want to start moving in onto the settlement. Overall, on both sides, though, it's still looking like a pretty even fight. According to the balance of power, it is definitely in favor of the attackers. But that can change at any moment, especially with the elites brought to you by Nervii and those Royal Spartans that are going to be able to rack up a lot of kills. They should be able to do a lot of work. Cretans are going to go ahead and fall back. Those Dacian heavy bowmen, those bows by Getae are just kicking ass against the opponent's archers. One second, let me take a drink of water real quick. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, these archers on the outskirts of the battle are kicking ass, really keeping back those skirmishers brought to you by the defenders in today's battle. Having broken a few units of archers, really leaving the defenders with limited options here. I see one unit of Gallic Hunters left. Where are the rest of his skirmishers? Is that it? Oh, I think that might be it as far as skirmishers from Nervii. It looks like we just have the one unit of Gallic Hunters left. The the attackers have done a great job of breaking a lot of the skirmisher capability of the defenders, which is really going to limit the defenders' ability to defend themselves from those pointy arrows of destiny. Now we've got another unit of Celtic Warriors, 22 kills, 146 men remaining, ready to cycle out with this unit of Spartan Hoplites over here on the front line, engaging with just so many Thorax Swordsmen. These guys just do not want to quit. Continuously chopping down their opponents one sword stroke at a time and having a little bit of archer fire going into them at the same time. It's gotta hurt. It's gotta be a little demoralizing, but they are continuously holding and continuously fighting their hearts out. Now we've got a lot of archer fire going into the Cretans. The Cretans are going to go ahead and fall back before they fall to their death. Cretans are going to go ahead and reposition themselves and try to find a better opportunity to start getting some kills against their opponents over here. The gatehouse is being burnt down. It is at 92%. The gatehouse, if the gatehouse gets burnt down, I'm surprised that this tower is still alive, still racking up kills, still firing against these spear warriors and a lot of other troops as well. But now we've got this Celtic warrior quickly moving up to be able to try and stop the burning of the gatehouse. They're going to go ahead and move up. The depleted Celtic warriors engage with the Bactrian hillmen and try and stop them from being able to burn down the gatehouse. So far, they are causing one unit of Bactrian hillmen to fall. The other one can't quite get the angle on that gatehouse to be able to burn it down. And now the Celtic warriors are going to engage with the remnants of the spear warriors and the other Bactrian hillmen. That, or they're going to try to move through to be able to try to get to the archers. But we got a unit of noble swords quickly closing in behind them, and that is going to cause an instant breakage from those Celtic warriors. They are completely surrounded, and they are gone with 118 kills, 31 men remaining. Not too shabby, not too bad at all. Now we've got another fresh unit of Celtic warriors coming into the fray to be able to start cycling out with a unit of Royal Spartans, which has been called to the front line to be able to fight against this unit of mercenary axe warriors. These axe warriors are continuously cycling in and out, getting a lot of kills, doing a lot of work, especially with their armor penetrating capabilities, just trying to continue to cycle in and out and get as many kills as they possibly can. Now we've got the hillmen over here starting to try and finish off this gate. It's at 96% so far, and now the spear warriors are over here just hugging the wall. Maybe they're going to go ahead and try and start burning down this tower yet again, but it just seems like they're really struggling to burn down the tower. They are trying, though. You can hear them every time they yell. That's them trying to issue a command. Oh! I saw them throw a couple of unlit torches. they certainly tried. Oh, and now the gatehouse is starting to burn down. Fire damage at 100%. The damage, this gatehouse is not going to survive for much longer. Now we've got these Spartan hoplites moving down to be able to hold the line and ensure that nobody can move through this gate. Ensure that no one shall open up the next choke point, or I'm sorry, ensuring that nobody can utilize this next choke point to really push in and do as much damage as they possibly can. We do have this last unit of Gallic hunters here close behind, just trying to put down their fire and do as much damage as they possibly can. Royal Spartans switching out with the Celtic warriors yet again. Celtic warriors with 50 kills so far. This tower is still continuously racking up kills, breaking one of the units of mercenary axe warriors with 158 kills. Now we've got a fresh unit of axe warriors on the front line, just continuously chopping down their opponents and doing a lot of work. Looking over at what we have left here, we have got so many noble swords left over. That is not good for the defenders. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of noble swords left. Not a single noble sword has really seen combat as of yet. That is not good for the defenders at all. Looking over at what Bactria has left, we've got 1, 2, 3 units of depleted Thorax Swordsmen left. We've got a fresh unit of Thorax Swordsmen over here, a semi-fresh unit of Thorax Swordsmen over here. We've still got the Persian Light Archers. The Light Archers still have ammo. 44 kills so far. 67 kills so far on these guys. They all still have ammo. 4 kills. I mean, the attackers have been doing a fantastic job of really conserving their ammo and waiting for the right moment to strike. Probably saving their ammo for that Oathsworn. The Oathsworn that they know is going to come. That was very lucky for the defenders. They just barely missed a fireball for breakfast. The general did take a little bit of losses there from the fireballs, but that was a fantastic target for the artillery. I'm surprised that the artillery still has ammo. 66 kills so far, conserving their ammo and waiting great moments to be able to strike and get as many kills as possible. But Bactria still has 4 units of Thoreo spears as well, conserving their ammo for those elite troops of the defenders, making sure that they don't have to fight them too much in hand-to-hand combat, because if they can kill those elites from from afar, then they are going to be looking and sitting pretty in this battle. Looking over at the defenders, what do they have left? We still got the Gorgos skirmishers over on this side. We got the Celtic warriors, some depleted units of Spartan hoplites, some healthier than others, a couple of depleted units of Celtic warriors. We've got Royal Spartans from Sparta, Spartan hoplites over here. We've got some Cretan archers still alive, some more Royal Spartans, still more skirmishers. Definitely a lot more range capability from Sparta still left alive, still ready to be able to try and do as much damage to their opponents as possible. And then, of course, we've got some Oathsworn, 1, I think it was 3 units, 4 units of Oathsworn, 2, 3, 4 units of Oathsworn still left alive. Not nearly as many elites as the attackers have. They're going to have to be careful and really utilize that ranged capability to the best of their ability. And we've still got some Celtic warriors and Gallic hunters, as well as a couple of units, or 1 unit of fierce swords and a unit of naked warriors ready to charge in and try to do as much damage as possible. So there is certainly a chance that the defenders can do a lot of damage and come away with a grand victory today. Over on this side, it looks like Bacteria has moved over a couple of towers of Thorax Swordsmen. The defenders are going to have to get ready to start moving up more troops to be able to defend those walls, because if Bacteria starts moving over those towers now, then they're really going to spread out those defenders thin. We got a unit of Cretan archers that got engaged in combat. The Thorax swordsmen have ambushed them, opening up the tower at the last minute to be able to start engaging with those Cretan archers. They are starting to take a beating. They're going to go ahead and get out of there, but not without taking a ton of ammo from archer fire as they're starting to retreat. We've got some ammo coming in from the Gallic hunters starting to fire into the Thorax swordsmen, but the Celtic warriors are going to catch them off guard, or I mean on guard. Celtic warriors are going to try to take them out, but also now showing their backs to their opponent's archers, and those Persian lights are going to be able to tear apart those Celtic warriors like they are nothing. Now we got a unit of Oathsworn quickly being moved up to be able to take care of these Thorax swordsmen, but that was a great move by the attackers, really biding their time and looking for a great opportunity. In fact, the perfect opportunity to move in and kick some ass. Now this Thorax swordsman is free to go around the flank of some of these troops, or start engaging with some of the ranged troops over here as well. Thorax swordsmen are going to go ahead and go into the flank of these Spartan hoplites. This line is almost broken. 36 out of 160 men remaining. These Thorax swordsmen have been fighting their hearts out, and now that the other unit of Thorax swordsmen are going to go around the flank, they should be able to break these Spartan hoplites with relative ease and be able to do a lot of damage. We've got another unit of Celtic warriors quickly moving around the flank to be able to try and plug the gap and keep them from being able to move up too far. We've got archer fire going into the Thorax swordsmen, just trying to support that front line, but the noble swords have been activated. They are in the fray, and the Oathsworn, the floodgates have opened. The noble swords are in the fray. Celtic warriors are doing what they can to be able to hold off the noble swords. Oathsworn trying to finish off these Thorax swordsmen to be able to try and plug this gap, but now the attackers are free to be able to start pouring in the troops, pouring in men through this gap right here, because they have moved up enough troops to be able to plug it, and now they're going to be able to start going around the flank and just dishing out a ton of damage, and this is looking really rough for the defenders right now. Luckily, the defenders are able to start breaking this unit of Thorax swordsmen. This unit of Spartan hoplites is going to reform and try to hold off against other units of Thorax swordsmen, so that way they don't get outflanked too badly, and now the rest of the Oathsworn are going to move up and try and start supporting them. But now we see the spores? They are a disease. No, the Spears start to move up and start to throw their javelins of destiny right into the Oathsworn and start doing as much damage as they possibly can. Exactly what they are meant to do. And the Oathsworn are going to turn their backs. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, those Oathsworn just took a huge beating against those Spears. Yikes. Yeah, they went ahead and fell back, and now they are just taking fire after fire from the archers, from the spears, from the javelins of anybody else. Everything is targeting these Oathsworn. They want to get them off of the battlefield, and this is exactly how you should take out elite troops if you have the opportunity to do so, and that is with range capabilities. We got some depleted units of axe warriors coming in to be able to support their noble sword brothers in arms. The Spartan hoplites are trying to do what they can to hold them back, but the Oathsworn are moving in and just trying to break these front lines and just retake this area. But now we've got another fresh unit of noble swords starting to move in to be able to engage with this unit of Oathsworn that is just taking so much fire at the moment. 126 kills with 100 men remaining. They are fresh, but for how much longer? I mean, the amount of arrows that are going into these guys, they are not going to survive for that much longer. Poor Oathsworn. And we got archers getting some great flanking fire on these guys as well. Those arrows are just going to find their mark with relative ease, and these Oathsworn are being absolutely melted, absolutely demolished, and fighting against the elites of Getae as well. With Headhunt Pop, these Oathsworn are going to be absolutely melted. Over the other side, the defenders are still doing a great job of holding off against the noble swords and the mercenary axe warriors of Getae over on this side. But they do need some reinforcements over on the other side, because I fear that they won't be able to hold off for much longer. If they have the troops, I would almost fall back and hold here, here, and here, but they are outnumbered as far as infantry right now. So that would be a very hard decision to make indeed. That or fall back, let these guys continue to hold, try to get as many kills as they can, fall back the rest of these troops, hold here, and hold here or here. Just try to make it so you don't get absolutely flanking fired to death from even more troops. Somehow these Oathsworn are still alive just barely, but now they are starting to break, and they are going to return home to their families. But yeah, I would almost hold here and hold here, so that way you're down to 2 choke points. You just don't have enough infantry to hold 3. Move here, fall back a little bit here, because you're not going to be able to hold this center area for that much longer. A unit of noble swords are now breaking. These archers are in danger. Oh no, the Gorgo skirmishers need to go. They need to run, and the general either needs to move up to be able to save them or get out of there. These Spartan hoplites are going to get completely surrounded and shatter in an instant. These noble swords are taking some flanking fire, but that is just what they have to take to be able to finish off this unit. We got another unit of thorax swordsmen starting to break against the might of the Spartan hoplites. We got some Thoreo spears quickly moving up to be able to start firing into the Oathsworn general. And we've got more Oathsworn being activated. They are going to have to be activated to be able to start plugging the gap, start holding the line. I would give up this tower. I think that this tower can hold... Oh, this is a hard choice. It can fire up to here, so even if they move right here, they're still going to take fire from the towers. And if they give up this area, then their opponents can just circle all the way around, and they don't have the troops for it. This is a hard decision for the defenders. I really don't know what I would do if I was in the defender standpoint. I still think that they definitely have a chance to be able to win this battle, but it's just going to be a really hard one to be able to win, especially with so many troops left over from the attacking forces. But the defenders still have enough to be able to win it. They still got the Royal Spartans, they still got Oathsworn, they still have the troops to be able to win this. Celtic warriors fighting their hearts out against the noble swords, just trying to get as many kills as possible. These noble swords have 147 kills. These hoplites are still holding 61 kills, holding against the Thoreos, but they are going to get completely surrounded, and they are going to break and get absolutely melted like nothing. Over on this side, we've got a couple of forces starting to fall back across the river. We got some of the skirmishers, the Gallic hunters starting to fall back, preparing to be able to put as much fire into their opponents as they possibly can as they start to move into the settlement. We got the Oathsworn general as well as the Fierce Swords ready to hold this area. Looks like it's going to be Sparta as well as a unit of Oathsworn holding over here on the right side. But what are they going to do? What decisions are they going to make? We've got a wall right here, having been built right here, so they can just kind of hold this area. Their attackers can go ahead and utilize this wall to be able to get around, or this wall right here to get around this wall right here, and start flanking around troops too. So they're going to have to be really careful. This Royal Spartans are going to go ahead and form hoplite wall and prepare to fight to the death. Fight for those homes for which generations of family members have spent years, if not centuries, building the settlement, and they are not going to give it up without a fight. We got more Spartan hoplites here close behind. We got fresh unit of Royal Spartans as well as the General Royal Spartan, which has taken some fire from the artillery. Does the artillery still have ammo? It does. Oh, great move by the attackers, saving that artillery ammo. I'm trying to see where... Oh, it won't show me the artillery, but I'm pretty sure... Well, if they were able to shoot here, I'm assuming that the end of the artillery shots is going to be somewhere around here. I can't imagine it goes any further than that. Well, let's see. Let's see where the artillery is shooting. This is a great shot for artillery. Oh, the Oathsworn. Yikes, that has got to hurt. And the Cretan archers, a fantastic volley from that artillery, going it right into the Oathsworn, getting some great kills, and getting some great kills against the Cretan archers as well. Spartan hoplites holding line against the noble swords. We've got the Cretan archers trying to fire into these nobles, trying to weaken them as much as they possibly can. We've got more troops just holding the line. It looks like they're not going to push over here, which is definitely a smart decision. If they push down this creek, they're going to be showing their sword side. The defenders have some skirmishers over here to be able to fire right into the sides of them. No point in them being able to attack. Their advantage is over on this side. So as long as they continue to push on this side, they are going to be looking pretty. And now we've got more thorax swordsmen starting to be pushed, or sorry, starting to push up these wooden towers of doom over to the walls. They are getting ready to be able to engage. Oh, we've got some more artillery fire going into the Royal Spartans, just trying to get some kills against these guys. If it hits over there, that would be devastating to the defenders. Saw a little bit of fire coming in from the Gallic Hunters, just trying to get a little bit of fire on the sword side of these noble swords, getting some great shots against them, trying to do as much damage as possible. They are starting to burn down these walls, however, 58 out of 58 damage. These walls are going to burn down here really quick, and the Royal Spartans are going to have to move in to be able to hold the line. That, or they're just going to have to reform right here. This is a hard, really hard decision, because then they're going to be leaving the Oathsworn. I guess the Oathsworn could just hold right here. The Spartans can hold right here. But then if the Oathsworn hold, maybe the Oathsworn will hold here, but then they won't have the towers. I don't know. It's a really hard choice because the attackers have so many archers left over as well. The defenders are doing what they can with the skirmishers that they have to be able to dish out damage to these archers, but it's a hard decision. I don't know. If I were in their position, I think I would hold here, move these Cretans over onto this side, and just try to hold back these light archers as much as I possibly can. Just kite them around, try and get them to use their ammo on my archers. And just try to retreat and try to keep them alive as much as possible, so that way I give the Oathsworn a chance to really dish out the damage that they can, and really try to get as many kills as possible. Over here, the Spear Warriors are going to be able to get around these Spartan Hoplites. Spartan Hoplites need to retreat and reform and get ready to be able to hold a brand new position, and it looks like that is exactly what they are going to do. Spear Warriors are going to continue to push in, and the Spartans aren't pushing up to be able to hold or close that gap. They got to be careful. Now we've got a unit of Oathsworn moving up. They need to charge into these Spear Warriors and get rid of them. Although they will be showing their shield side. At least it's the shield side and not the sword side. But the Oathsworn are going to go in and just completely demolish these Spear Warriors. As you can see, their numbers are going down like crazy, and they are going to do so much damage to them. Now this unit of Royal Spartans with 171 kills is starting to break. 6 men remaining. They have held valiantly. Over on this side, ooh, it looks like Bactria is starting to push on this side, starting to do a little bit of damage. We got Fierce Swords and Naked Warriors just trying to hold the side. The Gorgo Skirmishers are going to go ahead and try to get as much fire into these guys as they can. There are no archers over here to be able to support this side, so they just need to get to firing and start trying to get as many kills as possible. As many kills as they possibly can, and this is a fantastic target. Spear side shot, 2 units on top of each other. This should be able to get a decent amount of kills over on this side. Now we've got the Fierce Swords starting to move in to be able to try to charging into some of these Thoreau Spears, trying to keep them from being able to fire into their troops. Oh, yeah, there we go. And the Thoreau Spears are going to try to chase down the Gorgo Skirmishers, but now they're going to be caught out by the Fierce Swords. Got a unit of Naked Warriors trying to move in. The Fierce Swords doing some weird shit over here. Charging into the Thorax Swordsman, we've got the Naked Warriors starting to charge into these Thoreau Spears. While the Gorgo Skirmishers are charging in them, they're going to try to break them here, so that way they can't move past them, and the Thoreau Spears are going to break, and the Naked Warriors need to be very careful. Gorgo Skirmishers need to turn their attention to the Thorax Swordsman and start getting some kills against them. Great job, Sparta. Great job. Start firing into the Thorax Swordsman while the Fierce Swords are holding them back. 88 men. Support them as much as you can. They may have ranged fire, but so do you, and the Naked Warriors are going to charge right in and start doing a lot of damage. Run, Fierce Swords, run. Prepare to get another charge off. We got another unit of Thorax Swords that are starting to break. Now the Gorgo Skirmishers are going to need to focus down onto this unit of Thoreau Spears and just continue to try and dish out as much damage as possible. Over on this side, we got the Oathsworn showing their sides. They got to be careful. All of the attackers' archers are still outside of the settlement, though, so this isn't the worst thing for the Oathsworn. They are going to definitely take a lot of fire, but it's not nearly as bad as if they were if the archers were over here and able to position themselves right here and fire into the side of them. That would suck. At least it's on the front side. Over on this side, yeah, so it looks like... It actually looks like the Oathsworn went all the way back around to be able to hold this side. I'm really surprised. This is a fantastic opportunity for these Thorax Swordsmen to land on this wall and move around the flank, start dishing out damage against the Cretan archers, which are still... These guys are somehow hidden. I don't know how the attackers can't hit them, but it looks like, yes, the Thorax Swordsmen are going to start to land, and hopefully they're going to start moving around the flank. Just try and weaken the defenders as much as possible. A great job over here holding this line. Sure, they took damage, but I think that overall they got the bigger end of the deal, the better end of that deal. Over on this side, they definitely did a lot of damage, broke a decent amount of troops, and are really doing a great job of holding over on this side. And we've even got the Royal Spartan General over on this side, ready to hold at a moment's notice. These Oathsworn moving in with Headhunt to be able to go in. They have cycled out their Oathsworn. It looks like, yeah, they have cycled out their Oathsworn, popping into Headhunt yet again to be able to just continue to try to get as many kills as possible. These Oathsworn are at 48 kills so far. Royal Spartans with 3 kills. We've got plenty of troops over here to be able to hold the line, and the defenders are doing a great fan-fucking-tastic job of holding off. We got more archers starting to go into the Oathsworn, engaged with the Thorax Swordsman, just trying to do as much damage as possible. Cretan archers are going to start trying to put some fire into something. Are they going to fire into the Thorax Swordsman, or are they going to fire into the archers? This is a tough decision, because this could mean the end of the Oathsworn. The Oathsworn are actually going to go onto the walls and try to utilize it as a sort of protection against the archer fire. A really smart move from the defenders. That's actually amazing. I love to see it. The archers are going to go ahead and choose to fire at some of these Persian light archers and try to take them out and keep them from being able to take out the troops. These guys are out of ammo, though. Hopefully they notice in time and start to fire. Oh! Both units of Persian light archers are out of ammo. Oh, and so is this Cretan archer. This Cretan archer's out of ammo. Send him behind the Thorax Swordsman and start to break them. Oathsworn are going to continue to fight against the Thorax Swordsman. This is so weird. This is so weird. Oathsworn are just trying to take out these Thorax Swordsmen if they can. A unit of fresh noble swords over here on the front line, ready to engage with these guys as well. The Oathsworn are reforming. The walls are being glitchy. Rome 2 is being Rome 2-y, and it is just incredible what's going on right here. Now we've got some more Oathsworn still on the front line, still trying to do as much damage as possible. A unit of Noble Swords starting to break. Another unit of Noble Swords with 223 kills are being broken slowly but surely, and these guys are doing an amazing job. The defenders are... wow. I am a huge fanboy of the defenders right now. I have to admit. I am... wow, these guys are doing amazing. Where are the Gorgo skirmishers? Did they fall or did they fall back? The Gorgo skirmishers are alive! I was afraid because I saw the general units. But the defenders have my heart. They have my soul, and I love to see it. Thoreo spears are going to start to fall back. 36 kills, 56 kills. I don't know if they still have ammo left over. But they are really giving a tease to these defenders. And the defenders are just doing such an incredible job in today's battle right now. I mean, I lost faith in them there for just a moment, and I have definitely regained faith in their abilities to be able to win this battle. I think they are doing a fan-fucking-tastic job. Do these archers still have ammo, though? These archers do, or some of these archers do still have ammo. They are going to have to be careful about that. They are low on the skirmisher front. But the fact that it took the attackers this long to be able to get their archers inside of the settlement to a better angle, that is rough to see. Now we've got a unit of Dacian bowmen over here that still has a lot of ammo, getting a fantastic angle over on these Oathsworn, being able to do a lot of damage to them. And the Oathsworn are going to try to go ahead and get out of there and get to a better position so that way they don't just get absolutely peppered by ammo. Spartan Hoplite still trying to hold as much as they possibly can, holding that front line along with the Periakai Peltis with almost 100 kills. Will they be able to get over 100? Only time can tell, but now the Oathsworn are going to go ahead and reposition and get ready to be able to hold. We got a unit of Royal Spartans holding the line against the Noble Swords with 139 out of 160 men remaining. Royal Spartans trying to do whatever they can, but this front line over here is starting to break. We've got the Oathsworn General starting to move into some Thoreo spears. We've got the Bactrian General just waiting their opportunity to be able to move up and get some flanking charges against their troops. We're going to need to see another troop or something move over to this side, because this side is starting to collapse. It is up to one unit of Periakai Peltis to be able to hold the line over here. The Royal Spartans are still trying to hold, but we've got a depleted unit of Thorax Swordsmen moving around the flank, and the only thing to be able to stop them is going to be this unit of Mercenary Cretan Archers. What's the range? Oh, man. The Archers aren't going to be able to catch up to the Thorax Swordsmen before they get out of Archer Tower range, which is sad, because that Archer Tower would have been able to to do a lot of damage to those Thorax Swordsmen and actually potentially cause the Cretan archers to win that fight. The Oathsworn are in the fray, but they have left a huge gap open around their flank. The Oathsworn are going to engage with the General Noble Sword unit of Gate, but now we've got another Oathsworn. That Oathsworn General of Nervii are going to go ahead and move up. We got Gallic Hunters quickly trying to hold the line over on this side. We've got the Fierce Swords engaged with the Persian Lights. Persian Lights just trying to weaken them as much as they can. Thoreo Spears getting to a position to try and start throwing some of their Pila capability into the Fierce Swords. And now we've got the Royal Spartans starting to charge into some of these Thoreo Spears. The General's trying to hold. These Oathsworn are kind of surrounded here by 2 units of Noble Swords just trying to hold. The Royal Spartans are still holding valiantly against the Noble Swords, but now the Thorax Swordsmen have broken that unit of archers and flake around. We've got a unit of Mercenary Axe Warriors starting to break. The Thoreo Spears still holding valiantly. The Dacian Heavy Bowmen with swords out, starting to move in to try and get some flanks around some of these Oathsworn. One Oathsworn with 164 kills, 74 men remaining, still fighting their hearts out against this general, trying to get as many kills as possible. Over here, we got a unit of Fierce Swords that could be flanking. Oh, Naked Warriors in the fray against the Thoreo Spears. They are starting to break due to the archer ammo going into them. We've got a unit of Gorgo Skirmishers with 130 kills. They are out of ammo, so they should be able to start doing some work. Now the general is going to go ahead and start moving up. The general is going to move up and start engage. I don't even know. I don't even know what they can do. A lot of archer fire going into the retreating Naked Warriors, which is fantastic for the defenders. The defenders need that. They need they need the attackers to waste ammo on non-important units. Now we've got a lot of archer fire starting to go into the Royal Spartans as well. Over on this side, we've got a unit of Gallic Hunters fighting against the Dacian Heavy Bows. The Dacian Heavy Bows should be able to win this. We got a unit of Thoreo Spears that have broken from the General Oathsworn unit, which is now engaged with the Dacian Heavy Bowmen, trying to utilize whatever they have to be able to hold them back. This unit of Oathsworn is still alive, still kicking, still swinging their swords. 28 men remaining. If they haven't popped Headhunt, now is the time. And just do as much damage as they can. If this Oathsworn can finish off these archers over here, then they can move up at a moment's notice. We've got a unit of Fierce Swords still fighting, 213 kills, still trying to get as many kills as possible. The Bactrian Royal Cavalry is still alive. The Spartan General is going to move around and take out these Dacian Heavy Bows before they can capture that flag. The Oathsworn are going to move on to the next unit of Dacian Heavy Bowmen. This unit of Oathsworn is still alive, 19 men remaining, 206 kills. This unit of Royal Spartans is still alive. Oh my goodness, still doing a good number of damage to those Noble Swords. Now, this unit of Oathsworn is starting to break, but not without starting to break the unit of Thorax Swordsmen. This unit of Dacian Heavy Bows are starting to break as well. The Royal Spartans are going to form shield formation. Bactrian Royal Cav trying to get a good charge. The Gorgo Skirmishers engaged with this unit of Thoreo Spears while the tower is starting to fire into them. And whatever kills they can get at this point, they need it. The General it's General v General at this point. General v General. We've got archer fire going into the Oathsworn General. Now might be the time to be able to pop some abilities. The Royal Spartans are still holding, but they are going to lose this fight eventually. 45 men remaining with 88 kills, 92 men remaining with 125 kills, and those are against elites. This unit of Oathsworn is still trying to take out this noble general, still trying to do whatever work that they possibly can. The Royal Spartans are trying to defend the flank of their Oathsworn General ally. The Royal Spartans need to pop, oh, never mind, they're good. Okay, charge right into those Thoreo Spears. They should be able to win that battle. They could potentially get completely surrounded, but now the Bactrian Royal Cavalry General is going to go ahead and start going around the flank. They have a clear shot to be able to get right into the general unit. This unit is going to go ahead and charge right into the Thoreo Spears. They're going to start falling back. Oh, but now they're going to go back into fight against the Noble Swords. The 84 out of 160 men remaining. If they can take out this general, that could be huge for the morale of the overall battle. But now we've got the other general unit. Oh, charging his own men, not being able to get nearly as much of an effective charge off against the Oathsworn General. The Bactrian Royal Cav really getting caught out in this one. This Royal Spartan General is surrounded, but is starting to break a unit of Thoreo Spears that has surrounded them. This Bactrian General, 76 out of 80 men remaining. This Oathsworn, 82 men remaining, needs to pop any abilities that he has. The Royal Spartans with 114 men remaining, fighting against the Persian Lights. The Gorgo Skirmishers are still alive somehow. They are going to go ahead and distract the Bactrian Royal Cav. which, I mean, at this point, they got to do whatever they can. This unit of Oathsworn is still fighting against the Noble Swords. They have 417 kills. That is insane. Now they're going to go ahead and swap off. The Oathsworn is going to swap with the Royal Spartans. The Royal Spartans are going to engage with the Noble Swords, and the Oathsworn are going to engage with the Persian Lights. These Oathsworn with the 429 kills should be able to get a lot of kills against those archers, but now the Bactrian Cavalry are going to be able to get a good flanking charge against the Oathsworn. Oathsworn are going to turn around and face them in the front, but they are going to get... Oh, that's got to hurt. 52. That didn't hurt nearly as much as I thought. 52. Oh, never mind. There's the numbers. 47, 46. These Bactrian Royal Cav has taken 2 losses so far. This Oathsworn is still fighting, still holding on. 93 out of 160. They need to finish off these Noble Swords. They are starting to break the Thoreo Spears. 39 men remaining. Still alive. They're going to pop Headhunt. Oh, come on, Oathsworn! Oh, they're starting to break the Noble Sword General. Oh, come on, Oathsworn, come on. 30 men remaining. Still doing some work against the Bactrian Cavalry. These Oathsworn. Oh, man. Oh, the General is broken. The Noble Sword General is broken. This Noble Sword is free, though. But if they can get rid of the rest of these troops, then they might have a chance. They're starting to break the Persian Lights. This Oathsworn, can you reach 500 kills? 25 men remaining. Hunt just ran out. They are exhausted. Pop second win 2019. They are getting completely surrounded by the cavalry, which are just going to continuously cycle charge them. 63 men remaining. These Oathsworn, 15 men remaining. 492 kills, 493. They're just trying to get rid of these archers before the rest of... Oh my god, I don't even know who's going to win this battle. This is insane. 14 men remaining, over 500 kills, still fighting against the archers as well. 3 bronze chevrons in these guys, 2 bronze chevrons on the Spartan General. These Oathsworn are going to get charged yet again, but 2 units of archers are starting to break, which is huge for army losses. They could potentially win because of army losses. The Royal Spartans are at 60, 59, almost at 300 kills. This Oathsworn is at 11 men remaining, still fighting. 57 men remaining of the Bactrian Royal Cavalry. The Royal Spartan is starting to fight. Now the Oathsworn is starting to break at 519 kills. They are being charged by the Dacian Heavies as well as the Noble Swords. Now the Spartan General is going to break, and that is going to be the end of such an epic battle. That was gorgeous. Well done by both teams. Raven Revolution, Big Blaz, holy shit. And replay. Let us look at these kills. Oh my god, that was such a great battle. We got Raifu with 2,372 kills. We've got Blaz with 2,069 giggity kills. Oh, that's beautiful. 69 on both accounts. Drunk Chewbacca, I love that name, 1969. And then Chairman Mao at 1611. Raifu, let's go ahead and look at the kills of Raifu. We got 521, 208, 139, 209, 158, 113, 213, 175, 164, 119, 104. Looking over at Chewbacca, we've got 180, 143, 108, 126, 158, 113, 109, 171, 123, 138, 287. Looking over at Chairman and Blaz. Chairman with 306, 132, 110, 102, 117, 172, 166, 119. And last but certainly not least, we have Blaz with 143, 148, 116, 104, 157, 140, 179, 150, 217, 163. What a battle, guys. That was so much fun to watch and cover. I hope you guys had nearly as much fun as I did. Guys, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you love the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really gives me the motivation to be able to bring out more content for you guys. Also, thank you guys so much for the kind comments that you've been leaving on the video. It has been really nice to see you guys enjoying the content. I will continue to try and improve the content as much as I can as time goes on. And I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.